pretty good defense you faced there, huh?
A good team, period. Just a good team. Got to give them the credit. They won the title a week ago. So they've been good for a couple of years now. Their style of play is very difficult to play against. Their defense is really good. Their offense just grinds you and shortens the game. And they don't play many guys. The guys that they do play can all go get a bucket. They can all get in the paint. They're a good team. I thought our guys really fought. Defensively, we were battling. We got deflections. We got some dove on the floor. Did some things defensively that were encouraging. Second half, we took care of the basketball. That was one of the two things we emphasized the most. Was we can't turn the ball over. We got to keep them off the offensive glass. First half, we had 8 turnovers. Second half, we had 1. First half, they only had 4 offensive rebounds. 3 of them were free throw offensive rebounds. So that was a little disappointing. But overall, our effort was pretty good. We struggled again from the 3-point line tonight, and that just put a lot of pressure on everybody else.
Is there anything you do to try to get them out of their pace, or how do you deal with such a different challenge like that?
It's a lot easier to slow it down than it is to speed it up. It's just the nature of it. It's a lot easier to play small ball than it is to play big. It's just kind of nature at all levels. It's hard to speed them up. They're just too poised. They're too committed to what they're doing. They're very comfortable playing that way. They'll get turnovers. They'll have turnovers and have chances to run, and usually, unless it's a great opportunity, they'll pull that back out. So it just puts more pressure on our possessions. You talked last time. Every turnover feels like double because of the limited number of possessions in the game. So we started the game pretty well in that regard. I don't think we had our first one for 4 or 5 minutes. We had quite a few there. The second part of the first half, and then just had the one the second half. So it's hard enough to get good shots against their defense. You can't just turn it over.
And they've taken away the 3-point line from just about everybody. Is there something different that they do in that regard to have so much success there?
I think they're so good on the ball, individually. So if the ball's in the post, the guy in the post, does a great job on his own guy. So they're not in rotations. They're disciplined. Again, they're very, very consistent. I think they've started the same lineup every game, right? So those guys have had tons and tons of reps when they do need to rotate. You just rarely get them in a scramble situation. It's a lot of things people run offensively are designed to get the defense in a mismatch or get them in a scramble situation, and they're just not in scramble situations very often. They can keep the ball in front. They can guard in the post, despite not playing a very big lineup. It's hard to get a lot of paint points against them, so they're a good team.
Is there something to be said about the dynamic of facing the league's top team less than a week from the tournament? Do you want to have that look at this point in the year, or what does that do for you?
Well, our disappointment's going to be the same after a game regardless of who we played. But I was encouraged, by a lot of aspects of this ball game. Again, our fight was pretty good. I think we dove on the floor a lot. A stretch there when we cut it to 5, at the second media timeout, it was a 5-point game. That was encouraging. They came right out and ran off 6 straight, took it back to 11. But our focus now is on Rice. Our guys I'm very confident, will prepare very well tomorrow. They were really good this week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday were great practices, so I'm confident our guys are going to come in with great attitudes tomorrow, and if we play as hard Saturday as we played tonight, we'll have a chance against Rice. And that's the most important thing now, is winning the next one, as it always is, but winning the next one, last home game, gives us a chance to practice before we go to Frisco, hopefully with a win under our belt, and we'll go to Frisco feeling good.
Steve, how many guys are you having for senior day, and just what are some of the emotions going to be like?
Just a few. We don't have a real big senior class right now. It'll be interesting. Some of them have been here quite a while. Phoenix will be fun seeing him out there with his family, new family. It's pretty special. A year ago at this time, we honored him a year ago because we thought he was done, and then had a personal situation pop up, so we got him back for another year. So that'll be special. I don't know if it'll be one of those where I think it'll be more smiles than tears probably. Just because good kids, we'll honor them, and then we'll line up and and fight and play. And the best way to honor them is to win. So hopefully we do that.
It'd be good to get into a game where Rice is going to play up and down, probably. You think they will? Will that be good for you?
I think so. I mean, yeah. I think most people are uncomfortable against North Texas.
Right.
I mean, they just are.
Yeah.
I think the first game we played, they had the ball 66 possessions, and they ran ball screens on 60 of them. In many cases, they ran multiple ball screens. So they're a tough matchup. Their style of play is going to give them a chance every night. That's why they're the champs, I guess.
Thank you, Steve. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
Good to talk to you.
Appreciate you.